welcome back to Chuckadelphia. Great to see you. I hope you've gotten off to a fantastic new year. I hope 2025 massages you in all the right places and treats you better than you've ever been treated before by any other year in the history of your life. And today I wanted to dive into something that affects all of us, something that I think is really important for us to really consider, and that is self-worth. We're going to explore why it matters so much, how it influences our lives, and most importantly, how to identify something that could be holding us back. Self-limiting beliefs. If you've ever felt like you're stuck or not reaching your full potential, this one's for you. So let's kick back, relax, and let's have a little bit of a chit chat about self-worth. Be right back.
Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
So ask yourself, why does self-worth matter? Self-worth is the belief you have in your own value. It's about recognizing that you are worthy of love, success, and happiness just as you are without needing to prove it to anyone. But why does this matter? Well, self-worth is like the foundation of a house. It determines how you show up in the world and how you handle challenges. When your self-worth is strong, you tend to make choices that align with your well-being, like setting healthy boundaries, pursuing goals that excite you,
We're really doing it though, aren't we, buddy?
and not tolerating negativity or toxic situations. But when your self-worth is low, you may settle for less than what you deserve, doubt your abilities, or shy away from opportunities. Essentially, the way we see ourselves impacts everything: our relationships, our career, our happiness.
Everything.
So at the end of the day, self-worth determines how we experience life. It affects our decisions, our mindset, and even how we react to setbacks.
Now stand aside, worthy adversary.
'Tis but a scratch.
A scratch?
Now, let's talk about self-limiting beliefs. These are the thoughts and beliefs that we hold about ourselves that keep us from reaching our potential. They're often unconscious, but they have a huge impact on how we approach life.
Limiting beliefs hold you back from doing all that you could do to grow and succeed in life.
For example, if you believe that you're not good enough to succeed in your career, that belief will limit your actions. You might not apply for that promotion or take on new challenges because deep down inside, you think you'll fail.
What's the point? And just turn it off.
Sometimes you might think to yourself, I'm not smart enough. People like me don't get opportunities. I'm too old.
Too old.
Or I'm too young, or I don't have enough experience. So many of these things just crawl into our mind. Many times these things that crawl into our minds act like invisible chains, restricting us from achieving what we want in life. And guess what? Most of these beliefs aren't even true. They're simply the stories that we've been telling ourselves over time, stories that we can actually rewrite. Once you understand this, you'll start to see how these self-limiting beliefs impact your self-worth. See, when we have self-limiting beliefs, we're telling ourselves that we're not worthy of certain things, whether it's love, success, or happiness. These beliefs erode our self-worth because they imply that we don't have what it takes or that we're not enough. It's like setting an upper limit on how good we think we can get. For example, if you believe that you'll never get the job of your dreams, you'll never even try to pursue it. That belief limits your potential and damages your self-worth because you're not giving yourself permission to even try or even try to grow. Your self-worth is tied directly to the beliefs you hold about your abilities and your place in the world. If those beliefs are negative or limiting, your self-worth suffers. But the opposite is also true. When we challenge those limiting beliefs, our self-worth grows, and so does our potential. So how do we start to identify these self-limiting beliefs? It's not always easy, but here are some key strategies. First, pay attention to that inner critic. The first step is to listen to the voice in your head, the one that says, you can't do this, or you're not good enough. Those negative thoughts are usually the results of limiting beliefs. So what you want to do is start observing when those thoughts pop up. Are they more frequent in certain situations, like when you're about to take a risk or face a challenge? That's your self-limiting belief trying to hold you back. Second, question those thoughts. When you hear yourself saying, I'm not good enough, or I can't do that, ask yourself, is this 100% true? What evidence do I have to back this up? You'd be surprised how often those beliefs are based on fear or past experiences that no longer apply. Maybe those experiences, those thoughts come from when you were like 10 years old. And when you start questioning them, you'll find many of them are simply not factual. Third, look for patterns. Think about recurring patterns in your life. Do you tend to back away from opportunities because of fear or failure? Do you avoid big decisions because you doubt your worth? Recognizing these patterns helps you see where limiting beliefs are operating. And once you see them, you can start to dismantle them. Also, journaling. Journaling is a great way to tap into your subconscious. Start writing about situations where you feel stuck or blocked and ask yourself, what do I believe about myself in this situation? Oftentimes, your beliefs will show up in your writing, and once you've written them down, you can challenge yourself and reframe them. You may not think that writing helps, but writing can be very therapeutic. Now, once you've identified your self-limiting beliefs, the next step is to start shifting them. And you have to understand it's not an overnight process, but listen to me. With consistency, you can rewrite your story. And here are some strategies that can help. Reframe your thoughts. Instead of thinking, I'll never succeed, reframe it as, I may face challenges, but I can handle them. Or I might not be perfect, but I'm always growing and improving. Surround yourself with positive influences. Spend time with people who uplift you and believe in your potential. Their positive energy can help you shift your mindset and reinforce your self-worth. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Recognize that making mistakes is a part of the journey. Instead of beating yourself up, try treating yourself like a friend who's learning and growing. At the end of the day, if you don't have your back, who else is going to have? Finally, take action, baby. Nothing shifts limiting beliefs faster than taking small, consistent actions that contradict them. If you believe you're not good enough to apply for that new job, apply anyway. The more you face your fears and act despite them, the more you'll reinforce your self-worth. At the end of the day, remember, your self-worth is the foundation of everything you do. By challenging self-limiting beliefs and embracing your true value, you open up a world of possibility. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on personal growth and mindset. And as always, leave a comment below sharing your thoughts on any limiting beliefs you're working on overcoming. I believe in you. I know you can do this. But let's tag up. Let's hold hands. Let's do this together.
Whoa!
I've got your back. You got mine. Okay. Let's overcome. Let's overcome together. Let's build up our self-worth. Okay. Let's keep growing together. As always, I really appreciate the fact that you're coming here. Thank you very much. I would love to hear more from you guys. Remember, full steam ahead and carpe diem, my friends. Ciao, ciao.
Open your eyes, why don't you see? There's a world out there waiting to see you. Open your eyes, open your eyes, open your eyes. Abre tus ojos, porque no ves que hay un mundo ahí esperando por ti. Abre tus ojos, abre tus ojos, abre tus ojos.